Hiya, I'm Dark Chains, and welcome to my video. We continue our journey through Final Fantasy 15 New Game Plus.
Long ago, there lived a man, blessed by the gods and revered by the people as their savior. His name was Ardyn Lucis Kylum, and he was to have served as the first king of Lucis.
Tension between the two countries remains high, with neither nation showing signs of backing down. In other news, a member of the Border Patrol has been reported MIA since sometime before dawn this morning. The missing officer has been identified as 28-year-old Mars Sapientia. Although Officer Sapientia allegedly reported for duty at his appointed time, fellow officers say he disappeared soon after and has not been sighted since. Officer Sapientia is a tall, fair-skinned male, and was last seen wearing his Border Patrol fatigues. Anyone with information on Officer Sapientia's whereabouts are requested to contact the Crown City Police immediately. And now a word from the Public Information Bureau. Today marks the anniversary of the founding of the Kingdom of Lucis. The Founders Day Committee has prepared a number of attractions in honor of this auspicious occasion, including a parade around the Citadel as well as a statue of the Founder King himself. All are welcome and encouraged to participate in today's festivities. This has been a message from the Public Information Bureau.
What about you?
Now, on to the weather.
Shouldn't you be looking for your buddy?
Today in the Crown City, we expect mild and sunny weather with nothing but blue skies.
I'm on
The
special
Borderlands
assignment.
may experience some inclement weather, starting in the evening and continuing throughout the night. That concludes today's news and weather.
Home, sweet home at last.
Welcome to the Founders Day Festival. In a moment, the parade will begin making its way through the city. King Regis is scheduled to participate in the festivities, circling the Citadel alongside the statue of the Founder King, Somnus Lucis Kylum.
So this is the city Somnus built. Built on the back of his own flesh and blood. Just look at them, free of care and unaware of the war beyond their wall.
In order to ensure the safety of all festival goers, we ask that you please follow all staff instructions. Vehicular access will also be limited in some areas around the Citadel for the festival's duration. In addition, traffic will be stopped entirely during the parade. We thank you for your cooperation.
What need is there to worry when brick and mortar blinds them to the suffering outside? Why venture out into the world when you feel so safe within?
We should. No, of course. Absolutely.
Now, let the fireworks begin!
Okay.
Right, let's go. Yes. Oh, yes.
Gotcha.
Cursed be the raven wings of the gods.
Ardyn. Oh, Ardyn. You can't expect me to believe that.
Oh, but I do. You have my word.
Well, in that case... You look exhausted, my love. Are you all right?
I am. The gods blessed me with a power and a purpose to cure people of what ails them. I must see their will be done.
Your devotion shall not go unnoticed. The gods will doubtless be watching over you. Just as I shall be watching over you every step of the way. It seems to me the cure for your exhaustion is comprised of two things, one of which is rest.
Oh? And the other?
Is me.
Oh, Era, pray be with me, always.
He's alive. Just as the ancient texts told.
Who?
Take him away.
Don't touch me.
Status report. Everything is fine here.
Roger that. We'll transport the subject to your location.
And we'll have the medical team ready as planned.
What's the situation over there?
Nothing to report. We're just...
Adagium sighted!
Adagium?
Get it back in the cell, no matter what. We can't let that thing off this island.
Stop. Cease this. Cease this.
At once! Enough! Disappear! This is Jack! Enough! Enough! What sins must I atone?
These memories are not my own. Could they be his? I didn't purge him of the scourge. I bestowed it upon him.
Incredible. His power's unbelievable. Hey!
Era! Somnus!
Forgive me, brother, but the throne seats only one.
Era! Gods, no!
Ardyn.
Ardyn Azunia, Chief Besithia would like to see you.
Nothing here to interest me. Might as well head out. I dare say this outfit wasn't tailor-made. Not the most enthralling view. Not the most enthralling view.
Come, have a seat.
Gods above, we thank you for the bounty you have laid before us.
Don't want your food getting cold, do you? Are you enjoying your stay?
No.
You've been asleep for years. Learning to appreciate the waking world will take time. Perhaps I can help enlighten you while we dine.
Was your examination of me a fruitful one?
Oh yes, you've proven far more fascinating than expected. No wonder they kept you locked away. To think the powers of a demon could dwell within the heart of a man, it's incredible. The Star Scourge doesn't sap your life force, it gives you more. Your cells can regenerate themselves, and you can demonify other life forms as well. There's no doubt you are...
A monster.
Not a monster, a marvel. I can't wait to unravel all your mysteries.
How long has it been since you brought me here?
204 days. Roughly 7 months or so. Then again, the Lucians had you locked away in that prison for nearly 2 millennia. I'd be more surprised if you hadn't lost all concept of time. You must loathe those Lucians for what they did to you.
What is this food?
Meat, cloned in this facility.
Cloned?
We cultivated somatic cells, used them as donors to fuse the nucleus transplant cells to the recipient oocytes, and then we...
Enough! I've no ear for the ramblings of a lunatic. What is it you want from me, anyhow? What about me interests you so?
You said it yourself, didn't you? You were chosen by the gods, and frankly, with powers like yours, I'd say you're nearly a god in your own right. We need those powers that you possess. With your strength on our side, we could finally put an end to the gruesome war with Lucis. You too must desire the fall of the kingdom that cast you into exile.
My desires are all in the past.
The man who wronged you may have died long ago, but his descendants live on to this day. Surely you must bear them some feelings of ill will.
My feelings are none of your concern.
Come along. This is the fruit of my labor. A small portion of it, that is. I envy you. A human life is too short to truly understand all there is to know about the world. Go on, have a look.
Oh.
Do watch your step, won't you?
Demons were first officially recognized as a new species roughly 200 years ago. According to ancient texts, however, humans have suffered from a parasitic plague wrought by the demons for upward of 2 millennia. Demonification is caused by a mutant strain of plasmodia that takes root in living creatures and changes their cellular structures. Infected creatures begin to disperse miasmal particles, the spread of which is known as the Star Scourge. This model is a replica made from plaster poured into a demon-shaped cavity discovered deep underground. Demons sublimate when their vital functions cease, so this particular specimen must have vaporized after the mud around it had already solidified. Scientists believe this subject burrowed into the earth in order to shield itself from the light of the sun.
This is our world?
It has been estimated that Eos came into existence some 4.5 billion years ago. Ancient myths tell tales of 6 protector gods who first alighted upon Eos in the ancient Solheim era. Fossils thought to be remains of the oldest members of the human race were discovered in the Vistala region. Some claim that humans discovered fire in the Sukarp region even before the dawn of the Solheim civilization. According to legend, the fire god Ifrit first bestowed his burning wisdom upon a man who later sat the throne of Solheim. The mechanized civilization of Solheim is presumed to have originated in the Disgai and Klain regions. Exactly when the civilization rose and fell, however, remains the subject of much investigation. The enormous crevasse separating the regions of Klain and Disgai is known as Telpar Crag. It is here that the War of the Astrals is said to have taken place. When Ifrit tried to reduce mankind to ash, the other gods fought back, and some claim this clash caused the collapse of Solheim. It is said that Ifrit, having lost the War of the Astrals, was interred atop the Rock of Ravito. After the war, the ice goddess Shiva allegedly sank into a deep slumber, nestled in the Goravas rift of Volúp. To this day, no one knows what became of the blade god Bahamut. The earth god Titan can be seen supporting the meteor at the heart of the disk of Kothis in Duskai. As for the storm god Rama, legend has it he sealed himself away within Fosha Hollow in Duskai. The sea goddess Leviathan disappeared in the wake of the war. Some say she swam below the waves and slumbers beneath the city of Altisha. Some 2,000 years ago, the gods granted Somnus Lucis Caelum 2 gifts: the sacred stone and ring. With these in hand, he founded the kingdom of Lucis. In the centuries since, Lucis has managed to expand its territory while struggling to suppress a parasitic plague. As of ME 722, Mor's Lucis Caelum sits the throne as the 112th monarch of his line. Regis Lucis Caelum is King Mor's firstborn son, and first in line to succeed his father. Angelgard, off the coast of Golden Key, is an uninhabited island that Lucians regard as sacred ground. Ancient texts tell of a monster known as Adagium supposedly sealed away within, but investigations into its existence have yet to provide conclusive evidence. Soon after the establishment of the Kingdom of Lucis, House Fulleré founded the nation of Tenebrae. The Empire began its occupation of Tenebrae in ME 359, a move that was initially met with much apprehension. In order to assuage the dissenters, the Empire preserved the Oracle's home of Fenestala Manor. This concession was partially made for political purposes. House Fulleré enjoys close ties with the line of Lucis. The Accordo Protectorate has developed into a bustling league of towns at the heart of maritime trade. In ME 606, the Empire won an important battle against the allied forces of Lucis and Accordo, and in turn, annexed the Protectorate. The country is steeped in traditions and cultures that are incompatible with imperial rule, so the Empire has permitted it a measure of relative political autonomy. Centuries after the founding of Lucis, a movement to revive the lost civilization of Solheim arose around the Weltham region. Leading the charge was House Aldercat, whose brave deeds brought about the rise of the Niflheim Empire. The Empire built upon Solheim's magic technology and employed it for military use. This new firepower helped the Empire fell its foes, taking Tenebrae in ME 359 and Accordo in ME 606. As of ME 722, under the direction of Emperor Aedalus Aldercat, the Empire is developing new arms fusing magitech with demons. Vestiges of the ancient Solheim civilization can still be seen in the ruins of Piteous and Steeleth Grove. Several ancient structures also dot the forest of the Fall Grove that encircles Castlemark Tower. Excavation of these various sites is currently underway. In ME 501, during an expedition in the Ulwat region, the Imperial Army discovered a new species known as demons.
At center, we see what I presume to be Lucian warriors and the kings of yore. I've learned a great deal about the first king of Lucis, but I never knew he was second in line. It seems to depict a legend in which the chosen king dispels the darkness. If that's true, does that mean Lucis intends to someday stand above all others? Their trifling tales mean nothing in the face of our superior technology. Only we can restore balance to our world. At the top of the painting, we see the Oracle herself. The bloodline of the Oracle is one of the oldest in Eos, originating with Eromirus Flore. Only they possess the power to commune with the gods. This painting depicts the Oracle as some goddess of light herself. She'd doubtless prove a powerful ally if she could be persuaded. On the sides of the frame, we see the Hexathian. Conspicuously absent is the traitorous god of fire who started the Great War of old. Perhaps developing a deeper understanding of the demons will bring us closer to comprehending their divine counterparts. But what if I were to find a way to combine those two disparate elements? By my estimation, the grotesque creatures depicted here are likely demons. Could this mean these monsters will be harbingers of the apocalypse? If only we could find a way to harness their power for ourselves.
The line of Lucis was chosen to eradicate evil from Eos. And with the divine on their side, how could they fail?
Given the demon's aversion to light, they typically stick to the shadows until the sun fades and the night falls. Adagium, however, is different. Unlike his demon brethren, he can still function uninhibited in broad daylight. Of course, the ultraviolet rays harm him, much like they would any other demon. Yet his cells regenerate quickly enough to essentially negate the damage.
It stings. Like the light of the sun. Perhaps I'd best cover up.
Adagium. That is what the Lucians call the monster they imprisoned for 2,000 long years. His powers surpass those of any mortal, and his body is all but impervious to attack. It's no wonder the Founder King sealed him away on the Isle of Angel Guard. He undoubtedly feared this monster might challenge his reign. It seems fortune smiles upon me. Though the Lucians kept him locked away for 2,000 years, I've managed to secure Adagium for myself. The raging winds and stormy seas may have cast all others away, but the waves parted for me that day and led the way. While I've yet to conduct any official research, the potential he proved in combat was most promising. I estimate his powers easily surpass anything mankind has ever seen. Perhaps this streak of luck has just begun.
Fascinating, isn't it? I pored over the ancient texts and found scarcely a mention of you. I barely believed you existed till I saw you with my own eyes. With your help, my research is proceeding smoothly. You have my thanks. This must be how the gods feel looking down upon our world. Here we have a model of imperial territory. It includes our present lands as well as our future acquisitions. Feel free to have a look. There's something you should see. Come with me. I found something most interesting on the Rock of Ravito. If my experiment on this specimen succeeds, it might provide the information you've been looking for. This way.
Is that?
Ifrit the Infernian.
You subjugated a god and brought him here?
He was sound asleep, just like the legend said he'd be, so we put him on ice. Do you think you could turn him
into a demon?
If you managed to demonify a deity, you could learn truths no mere mortal could ever dream of knowing. You'll access 2,000 years of his memories, and if you can control him, he'll be a weapon of supreme power. It's certainly an enticing offer, isn't it? Just think you could exact sweet revenge through divine retribution.
How do you know what I want?
I don't, but I know you have no other options. Well, shall we? Come see the fruits of my Magitech research. This way. The ancient civilization of Solheim, forefathers of our magic technology, once flourished on this land. Had they not incurred the wrath of the gods, they may have remained prosperous to this day.
And you wish to restore them to greatness?
To surpass them, which is why I need you to lend me your strength. But I'm certain magic technology and demons are the keys to unlocking the door to a new future. Lucians? But how?
Kunmi Squad, Adagium sighted. Initiating
Requesting
engagement.
backup from Nimbus Squad.
Shutting down communications until all clear.
So, you've come to kill me, have you?
Or die trying.
Just as you and humans fell right at the same satisfaction for any my acting. Though I may be gone, my days are gone on the heart of your soldiers forever.
Who is it?
Again, you can no longer call your own. For you have lost your son. I will give you this kingdom.
Enough!
Perhaps you ought to sleep away your sadness.
Enough!
Here goes! Damned monster. So this is it.
I hope you know it's your fault. That girl proved your own bruise enough.
Enough!
You were too caught up in your idealized delusions. Mankind didn't need to savior such as you.
Blast! He's alive. You must stop him before he destroys everything.
Damn damned monster!
Oh, Infanion, grant me the power to take Somnus, his people, and his cursed kingdom, and burn them all to the ground! No! I was the one chosen to be king?
Ardyn.
Era.
Forgive me.
Huh?
I defied the will of the gods and revealed to Somnus you had been chosen to be king.
Huh? Huh?
I never dreamt he would try to kill you.
But he did. Somnus fooled everyone, so he could usurp the throne. Everything that happened, it's all his fault.
No. Listen to me. It's my fault. I'm the one who ruined your future. This was divine retribution for my sins.
You've no sins to atone for. Gods! Answer me! Why have you burdened us with this fate? Era! Oh no! Era! Please!
In the names of the gods above, fulfill your calling, Ardyn, and punish me for my sins.
Era.
Kill me.
That's right. Kill her. Put that monster out of its misery, just like I did.
I can't. My calling is to save lives.
Just like you saved that innocent man by turning him into a demon.
Please, Ardyn. You must live.
I can't. Not without you.
Come. Why not give the lady what she wants? Once again, you failed to save her. No surprise. A monster can do naught but destroy.
I'll never forgive you, must. This monster may not be able to destroy you, but I'll see to it that I destroy everything you built. Hear me, gods above. No longer shall I supplicate you for pardon. No longer shall I sojourn toward the light. Nay, the path I intend to tread is paved with blood and darkness. No longer shall I seek your guidance. This path is mine to tread alone.
The Empire's demonic experiments bore fruit before long, precipitating the production of a Magitech infantry. As recognition for his contribution to this research, Ardyn Azunia was inaugurated as Imperial Chancellor. Thanks to its newfound firepower, Niflheim managed to break the stalemate that shackled the nation for more than 100 years, and, in turn, forced Lucis to scale back its magical barrier. The untimely passing of King Mors ushered in the era of a new monarch, and the young Regis Lucis Kylum succeeded the throne. Meanwhile, Ardyn began to spread the Star Scourge throughout the world, stealing people's memories and learning as much about the kingdom as he could. In time, those memories began to merge with his own, gradually transforming him into a wicked echo of his former self. And now, at long last, the time for his revenge has come.
An enormous unidentified life form has appeared near the Citadel. The creature has begun spewing flames, turning the area surrounding the Citadel to a sea of fire. All citizens must evacuate
Testing,
immediately.
1, 2, 3. Is this thing on? Greetings, people of the Kingdom of Lucis. Do forgive me for interrupting the festivities, but I must tell you, this day of rapturous revelry shall be your last. Call it divine retribution. False kings and fraudulent nations are fated to perish.
Sins of the past must not go unpunished. The time of reckoning is at hand. And today you shall atone on behalf of your forebears.
Who is he? We've yet to ID him.
Resist if you wish, but know that your fight against fate is a foolish and futile one.
Whoever he is, it's clear he wishes us harm. You stay here. I am going to put a stop to this madman.
Well, time to set to work.
Attention all units, this is your captain speaking. Code Red, I repeat, Code Red. Follow your commander's orders and get the situation under control.
Every word clear as day. The wonders of technology.
Claris here. Have you identified the creature? Not yet, but we believe it to be demonic in nature. A demon. But how could it possibly withstand the daylight? For now, help the citizens evacuate. The Vanguard will take care of the giant. Absolutely, sir. The Crown's Guard is almost wiped out, sir. Target is still on the move. Special forces are on the way. Try to hold out until they arrive.
Oh dear, you look like you've seen a ghost.
Engaging the target. He's so strong. Sending backup. Don't let him get away.
It's over! I pray you won't disappoint.
Currently engaging the target. Sir, I don't think he's one of us. Then what the hell is he?
Scared,
Sir, we've identified the giant. It's the Infernian. They've reached the Infernian. An astral? Yes, sir. One of our officers seems to be controlling the Infernian, but we can't get an ID on him. What? Find out who he is at once. There seems to be some kind of disturbance. What's going on?
Why, whatever do you mean?
Now I need you to locate and destroy the devices amplifying the wall.
As you wish. Just sit back and enjoy the show. Now, where in the world might those dastardly devices be?
I've marked the location of all the devices they're using to amplify the wall. They seem to be positioned on rooftops around the city. Find them and destroy them.
With pleasure. I'll be sure to keep you abreast of my progress. No rest for the wicked. Going up. Your time has come. This is going to hurt. How lucky you are to know the sweet release of death.
Requesting backup! Dance!
Can't say you didn't try. I suppose I'll just have to kill you all at once. It's over! Think you can kill me? I'd love to see you try. How tragically weak you are. Kaboom! Oh dear, did I do that? Perhaps I'll take the high road. This is going to hurt. Your time has come. That was thoroughly disappointing.
I swore to vanquish all who would besmirch this sacred place. All trespassers shall be eliminated.
The kingdom's defense budget is clearly nothing to scoff at. Over here! Perish! Look sharp! It's over! Most interesting. It seems they've got a line of defense waiting to deploy.
Prepare yourself.
This is going to hurt. Not bad. So close. It's over. Look sharp. Hail the Almighty! Look sharp! This is going to hurt. Not even close.
Must stop you.
I pray you won't disappoint. Not bad. It's over. This is going to hurt. One device down.
It doesn't seem to have had any effect just yet. Keep going for now.
Feel all is, but mind dark is. My birth is
sir. One of the wall amplifiers has been destroyed. But why would he target them? Is this a NIF attack? We haven't sighted any Imperial soldiers inside or outside the walls, sir. Then they must have sent him to do their dirty work. Stop him at once, sir!
I must say, I expected more from you.
Don't let him escape! Any attack! Here goes!
Scared.
Take this! Take this!
This is nothing. It's over! Defend the city at all costs!
I swore to vanquish all who would besmirch this sacred place. All trespassers shall be eliminated.
Not even close. Infernian! Praise be to the gods above! This is going to hurt. How do you like this?
In times of crisis, they call upon the kings of yore to come to their aid. Bless them. If they summon me home, perhaps I'll see that long-lost friend alive. Things are going swimmingly.
Wonderful. Here's hoping you can continue unimpeded. He's going after the wall amplifiers, sir. He took out another one? I station reinforcements around the amplifiers. Sir.
They're causing quite a stir down there.
Quietly.
You found... Oh, whatever will I do?
This is going to hurt.
How lucky you are to know the secret of that's going to be hard to fix. Keep on! Where's your head? Ha! Keep on! Where's your head? Pathetic. Over here! Where's your head? Oh no, I'm completely surrounded. Oh, not bad. Keep on. I'd love to feel my hair. Oh dear, did I do that? Perish! Keep on. That's going to be hard to fix. Ooh, so close. Your time has come. How tragically weak you are. Perish! Pathetic. Over here! I must say, I expected more from you. Where's your head? Perish! Where's your head? Oh dear, did I do that? Over here. Keep on.
I swore to vanquish all who would besmirch this sacred place. Our trespassers shall be eliminated. Sorry.
Not even close. Whoops. I pray you won't disappoint. Look sharp! All hail the Almighty! The king must be in his castle. Majesty, I'm on my way. Almost done. How does it look?
Quite promising. We should be able to break through the barrier with a well-timed assault. You ought to evacuate lest you get caught in the crossfire.
Yes, but there's something I must attend to first. I've got a king to kill.
What? That wasn't part of the plan.
I finished my work. Now it's time to play.
But we...
No buts. You just stick to your plan and keep the boys in black busy for me. Now, off to see His Majesty who lives in the house that Somnus built.
What's the situation? Unfavorable. The target has been destroying all the wall amplifiers. Who is he? We can't identify him. But he's a skilled combatant, and he seems to have the Infernian under his control. I fear we must prepare for the worst, Majesty.
Keep on! Luxor! Keep on! Over here! Oh dear, did I do that? Perish! Oh, too bad. How lucky you are to know the sweet release of over here!
And that is the end of this video. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to get notifications on this Final Fantasy 15 journey.